Hello everyone, love having you back and welcome if you are new here. I am Spooky Huey and this is my channel where we do spooky things. Okay, today is the Horror Hound Convention recap. We went this past Saturday. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. We had so much fun. And if you saw my other videos, you got to see how I created the Necronomicon costume. For my son, because he wanted to be the Necronomicon. I was not sure how to do it, but I did my best and figured it out. So he did do that. He just felt like he was on cloud nine. So many spooky friends wanted to take his picture, get their picture with him. It was awesome. And the coolest thing was when we waited to meet David Howard Thornton and Damien Leone, because we got to get our picture with them. Damien just raved about how cool his costume was. So that was really cool just to hear that. So it was amazing. So it was great. I'm going to just show some pictures, a couple videos. I will show like the little costume contest that they do. Did not place or anything. He was very disappointed. I mean, it happens every year, and because it just has. But he still had fun, and I think I have a little clip of him saying, "I will swallow your souls" or whatever. So it was really cute. Yeah, so it was awesome. And then after y'all watched the little bit that I have recorded or just pictures, maybe some voiceover, I'll show you my little mini haul from there. And I got more than I usually do. I mean, I don't get a lot when I go, but I did. I got a couple extra things this time. It was good. So yeah, so check out what we got.
All right, so we actually waited in our car for a while because they quit doing early entry where you could like pay to go in early. And so we waited in our car until 11, basically almost 11 when it opened. And then we started walking up. And there was this awesome Ghostbusters car that was right there. And then this other really cool car that just had all these awesome, just, horror icons and just different images. And it was super cool. So, and there's no license plate, so I went ahead and put it in here. But anywho, so we went in and we actually started downstairs, and they had changed it and called it the underground. And so basically they just had different little booths and vendors set up down there, and then some other stuff. But this one was really cool. It was a lot of handmade things. And then they had like these little Mothman things, which were really cute too. I mean, it was handmade stuff, so some of the stuff is a little pricey, but it was really cool, fun to see. And then there was another little one that kind of had just some like fun memorabilia, like more 90s-ish era, if you will. And I did have to take a picture of the Wayne's World one because it was just great. And then here is this one booth. It was the candle that I loved. It was called Freshly Dug Grave and Sun Sign Candles. And spoiler alert, I did end up buying that later. So I'll get to show you the inside of that at the end of the video. And then there was this really cute little like cryptids booth, and they had just these fun little stuffed animals. And this one was cute because my daughter's bestie loves mushrooms. So we took a picture of that one specifically for her. And then, we love the Frogman. And so they had this random picture of the like Loveland Castle with the Frogman. And for some reason, he's wearing a top hat, which is very odd. So it's just this very random picture. And I thought it was cool. So I had to take a picture of that. And then because the Dent Schoolhouse comes every time to Horror Hound, they actually, had some stuff set up downstairs as well as in like the main commons area. So down here was kind of more like a photo op. And so of course, the kids had to get in there. And that was like my son's signature pose the entire day. He just always pointed. I don't know why, but that's what he did. And then my daughter, she was Abigail, and she was still freezing cold. So she still had her little jacket on and stuff. But yeah, so we just did a couple little photo ops here with all that. And then we did go to the upstairs and the main thing. And the first place we went, we did have to go to oh no, just kidding. It was not upstairs. It was still downstairs, the little kind of area where you can get food and stuff. And because I had seen that there was going to be art Slurpee drink or whatever. And we were going to try that. So I did bring my art koozie with me. So I absolutely put that in there. And the drink was fine. I mean, I'm not a beer drinker really anyway. It was all right. And then next we kind of just go through the actual main floor. All right, so that was just a quick little video, just a little snippet of the main vendor area. And then we started walking around, and my daughter, she found these like knuckles, and they were 3D printed and they were the McDonald's signs. So, we had to get a picture of that because it was hilarious. And then my son did discover an actual prop of the Necronomicon. So, of course, it was like, hey, look, it's me. So that picture turned out really, really cute. And then did find this amazing Art the Clown cosplayer. Like, he had props. It was great. I got to hold the severed head. His was quite impressive. And then, like I mentioned before, with the little Dent Schoolhouse little photo op thing, they actually had some scare actors. So that was really cool. They were really nice. They were nice scare actors. So that was fun. So got a quick little picture with them. And then my son they found an Ash. He was with my husband and they found Ash. So of course had to get Ash and the Necronomicon, a picture of that, which was great. And it was just a really fun area, like the main vendor area. And there were tons of different, like, just things, spooky things, like everything you can imagine, they probably had there. So it was amazing. And then now we did go to the Evil Dead 2013 remake and check out the panel. So you can see just a few of the clips here.
Why does this guy go on a rehab vacation with a Latin dictionary? I mean, if you tell somebody not to read from the book, what's the first thing they're going to want to do? But he is supposed to be a school teacher, so at least we had that going for us. I guess there's a little movie man.
Did I realize what a massive fan base this movie had? Not only this movie, horror fans are just the best. So thank you guys. What really shocked me was when I projectile vomit all over Jessica Lucas. It's an actor liquid that shoots into your mouth and then shoots out of your mouth, and then they paint the tube out with whatever technology that is, but you really are having that much pressure. And when I was looking, I was like on all fours on top of Jessica Lucas, and they were like, it was like go time, because you can't really practice because it takes so long to clean that up. So you have to shoot the practice take, and it was like painful, but also just like I was waterboarding her, and I was like I felt like I was gonna faint. It was so intense, and I was like looking at her drowning, and I was like, holy fuck. But there's so many
And now here are just some of the really amazing cosplays that we saw. And I know I did not even get all of the amazing ones because I feel like the big outfits like these usually come later in the day, closer to when the actual costume contest, because they have a kids costume contest and an adult one. And so I feel like they kind of come later and do stuff. And like they had like the Fly, and then like the Stay Puft, he was there with the art glasses on, which was hilarious. And it totally was carrying around a little little horn too, which was great. And then the Dark Crystal, like this was quite amazing. And they just kind of set up shop, they just stand there and then people come and take pictures. And I don't even know how long they do it, but they stand there for a while. And then this one was so awesome. I loved it. Just like the end of and Beetlejuice, when they're kind of shriveling and like actually dying. I just thought that was a really clever play, and like their outfits are spot on. And then of course, gotta love Michael Myers, and he's on vacation or something. I mean, this was just great. I was like, dude, I need your picture. This is awesome. So that was really, really fun. And then we did at some point get lunch. And when we were just kind of chilling and waiting, this really sweet lady came up and asked if they could sit with us. And we said, yeah, sure. And she ended up giving us these really cute little bracelets, and they like said Terrifier and Art the Clown. And then she did give my son an Evil Dead one because he, you know, was with the Necronomicon. So that was really cool. And then my daughter, she sat there and made her a cute little Art the Clown thank you note. We gave it to her, and the lady was really excited, and she said she would keep it forever. So it was really sweet. And then after that, we actually went, and it was kind of chaotic, but we did go and wait for the Art the Clown and David Howard Thornton and Damian Leone photo op. So we did pay for this picture, and it's not an autograph. Like, it is, you go in, you say cheese, and then you leave. Like, it is very, very short, very, very quick. They were definitely running behind. Our picture was supposed to be at like 3:10, like to line up, and they didn't even start the first session until like around that time. So we were in line for a while. So my daughter just pulled out her book and was reading, and then my son was just sitting in his Necronomicon, and that picture turned out really, really cute of him looking up at me. And then this was just us. We were kind of waiting around for the costume contest. My daughter didn't want to do it this year, which was totally fine. Just my son wanted to. So we waited around for that. And then here's a quick picture of us doing and here's our photo. Yeah. So we're not doing anything. This is the picture. And it was so awesome. And then finally we have made it to the kids costume contest. So typically, we always usually do it. And then the judges always dress up so awesome. And so they did Masters of Universe this year, which was really cool, except the random Riddler. Apparently he didn't get the memo. I don't know, but it was hilarious. And then Lady Glamourstein in the purple, she was just great. And she always is so awesome. And we just love her. And yeah, so here's my son. He's going to do his little spiel on the stage.
You can have it. I'll swallow your soul! The Necronomicon was...
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was a big hit. It was great. And then here are some of the other ones. I'm only going to show the kiddos that had masks that covered their faces. So we had Gizmo, a little character named Frostbite, and then like a Wendigo, and then Vanellope. And of course, you know, there was going to be an Art the Clown and a ghost face. There's always a ghost face. And then Corey Taylor, I believe, from Slipknot. I do not listen to that, so please no hate there. But I'm pretty sure. And then these were the winners. So it ended up being the Frostbite character won first place, and then Gizmo won second, I believe, and then Vanellope won third. So yeah, did not place at all or get the honorable mention, which was disappointing. But it is what it is. It's fine. He still had fun, and he was really pumped because lots of people wanted to take his picture and all that. So it worked out. It was fine.
Okay. Oh my goodness. It was so much fun. Lots of spooky friends, lots of pictures. It's a costume contest. It was very disappointing. Not gonna lie. I mean, he didn't need to win, but I would think at least place or an honorable mention. Normally they do honorable mention at the end, but they did not do that this year. So that was very disappointing. So anyway, we had to deal with that little grumpy little kid when we left, but it was fine. Anywho, yes, so let's get to this little haul. Okay, the first little shop, oh my goodness, they always have the cutest stuff there. They have stuffies, poster prints, clothes, just all kinds of cute stuff. And I never get anything. And then I just kick myself when I don't. So this time I did. I got something. And so, of course, you know I went with the art. Oh my gosh, like I'm obsessed. Okay, so this is what it is. I got a print. It is freaking adorable. And it says he's cut above the rest, and then call to book now, Art the Clown, available for all occasions, including birthdays, weddings, and funerals. It'll be a party that you'll always dismember. And then please note that cleanup service is not provided. So it is just awesome. And then I think, yes, I have their little card. So they are called Jellico. And then let me do this. And then here, let me get it really close so you can see it. And then maybe check them out because they have the most awesome things. It's so cute. Oh, the love. Okay, so this was exciting. I'm going to have to do a little redo of some stuff in my spooky space because, you know, that's going to need to be there. Okay, so we got that. And then got this amazing candle. Okay, so it's Sun Sign candles. Let me put this up here so you can see it. And I got the freshly dug grape. And when I tell you, like you are outside standing by a grape. Like this is wild. They do have some nice little little skulls in there. And I'm trying to remember if this was I can't remember. Some of the candles they have like bleed in the middle, and I do not remember if this was one, but it is insane how it smells. It smells so good. It really does. It just has that grassy, earthy smell, and it's awesome. So definitely check out Sunshine Candles. I don't have a website on that one, so just maybe Google it. But yeah, so they have a lot of stuff. And then this other one, you had to stand in line basically to get a glimpse of all these earrings. Now, when I say earrings, I mean lots of them, and they're all like 3D printed. So those are the ones. Yes, these, love it. Okay, so we ended up going with some shining hearts. So that's fun, from the movie The Shining. The back is just orange, just solid orange. Just look like the carpet. I mean, it's freaking awesome. So, and like I said, they're 3D printed, so they're not heavy, which is good because, you know, I can't have heavy stuff. So I got those, and I got these from Trick or Treat. Let me get there. There we go. So, special place in my heart for Sam, Trick or Treat. Y'all know one of my brothers passed away, and his favorite was Sam from Trick or Treat. So, always loving the Trick or Treat stuff. And last pair I got, because you know we had to do it, we got some Necronomicon ones. And they're awesome. They're just solid brown on the back. But yeah, there's actually, I mean, that's pretty good, I would say. I mean, look at that. It's pretty good. Okay, so yes, those were just all the things that I got. Just a little mini haul afterwards. But I did want to show you our picture that we had to wait in line for to get a picture with David Howard Thornton and Damien Leone. So let me grab that. Okay, and so then here's our picture. And oh my gosh, David totally gave my son bunny ears. He was so laughing about it. He was so excited because when we got our picture done with Bruce Campbell a couple horror hounds ago, Bruce Campbell gave him bunny ears. So now it's kind of just like a tradition that celebs give my son bunny ears, and it's just freaking amazing. So anyway, it was great. And like I said, Damien loved his costume, so that was just like the best compliment ever. It was really cool. So anyway, thank you for clicking on this video. If you would like to subscribe, that would be awesome. If not, that's cool too. I still hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.